Yuri Grigorovich, architect of modern Russian ballet, dies at 98, cause of death and final words revealed. May 19th, 2025. Moscow style. The world of ballet has lost one of its last titanic figures. Yuri Grigorovich, the visionary Russian choreographer and former artistic director of the Bolshoi Ballet, passed away on May 19th, 2025, at the age of 98. His death, confirmed by the Russian Ministry of Culture, occurred peacefully in his sleep at his Moscow residence. His family cited natural causes as the reason for his passing. Grigorovich's last known words, according to those close to him, were spoken in a hushed whisper. "Art is eternal. Let it breathe beyond me." These words, poignant and prophetic, mirror the legacy he leaves behind, one that spans over 7 decades of artistic brilliance. The last giant of Soviet ballet. Born in the cultural capital of Leningrad in 1927, Grigorovich emerged from the rubble of war to become a beacon of Soviet artistry. He trained at the prestigious Leningrad Choreographic School and danced with the Kirov Ballet before pivoting to choreography. By the early 1960s, his innovative productions had captured the attention of the Kremlin. In 1964, he was appointed chief choreographer of the Bolshoi Theatre, a position he would hold for over 3 decades. During his tenure, he redefined the classical ballet tradition with sweeping narratives, grand-scale productions, and emotionally raw performances. Grigorovich's ballets, Spartacus, The Legend of Love, Ivan the Terrible, and his stylized reimaginings of Swan Lake and the Nutcracker were not just performances. They were cultural events that fused music, myth, and the human condition. A choreographer of epic scope. What set Grigorovich apart from his contemporaries was the cinematic breadth of his storytelling. He choreographed with an eye for drama, politics, and pathos. Under his direction, ballet dancers became warriors, lovers, rebels, protagonists of revolutionary theater. He introduced themes of heroism, sacrifice, and psychological complexity, challenging audiences to rethink what ballet could communicate. His aesthetic, strong lines, commanding gestures, synchronized corps de ballet, remains etched in the DNA of Russian ballet. While some critics found his style too theatrical, few could deny its power or its reach. Mentorship and enduring influence. Even after his formal retirement, Grigorovich remained closely tied to the Bolshoi and the wider dance community. He founded the Grigorovich Ballet Theatre in Krasnodar and served as mentor to a new generation of dancers and choreographers. His home became a pilgrimage site for those seeking guidance or simply to pay homage. He once said in an interview, "I don't create ballet for applause. I create it to disturb the soul." His disciples remember him as exacting but generous, a man who demanded nothing short of excellence, yet gave freely of his time and wisdom. Final days and reflections. In the final months of his life, Grigorovich spent most of his days surrounded by books, music, and archived recordings of his past productions. He was reportedly reviewing choreography notes and preparing a new annotated edition of his 1981 memoir. On the day before his passing, he watched a video of a Bolshoi rehearsal of Raymonda, one of his signature reinterpretations. He smiled, leaned back in his chair, and whispered, "It still lives." Those who were present said it was the last time they saw the maestro with light in his eyes. Global mourning, national tribute. Cultural institutions across Russia and Europe lowered their flags and dimmed their lights in mourning. A state funeral will be held at the Bolshoi Theatre and followed by a private burial at Moscow's Novodevichy Cemetery. In a statement, President Vladimir Putin described Grigorovich as a monument in motion, the embodiment of Russian artistry and perseverance. Paris Opera Ballet's artistic director paid tribute, saying, "Ballet owes him a universe." In New York, the Lincoln Center displayed a massive portrait of Grigorovich with the words, "Choreographer, storyteller, legend." Life bigger than stage. Grigorovich's list of accolades is long. Hero of Socialist Labor, multiple USSR state prizes, UNESCO honors, and honorary doctorates from institutions across Europe and Asia. Yet he remained humbly rooted in the discipline of dance. He often credited his achievements not to genius, but to what he called honest obsession. His widow, Natalia Besmertnova, a former prima ballerina who passed away in 2008, was his muse and collaborator. Together, they redefined the Bolshoi's golden age. Legacy in motion. Yuri Grigorovich didn't just choreograph movements, he built emotional architecture. His ballets remain staples in repertoires around the world, passed down from stage to stage like sacred text. The Bolshoi Theatre announced plans to preserve his studio exactly as he left it, transforming it into a permanent exhibit and creative archive. Dancers across the globe, from Tokyo to Toronto, have posted tributes online, performing excerpts from his ballets in rehearsal studios, living rooms, and on open stages. The hashtag Grigorovich Forever is trending, a digital testament to the lasting reach of his art. Conclusion, the final curtain call. As the world of ballet lowers its curtain on one of its most towering figures, the echoes of Yuri Grigorovich's genius continue to reverberate. His final words, "Art is eternal. Let it breathe beyond me," were not just a farewell, but a call to action. A reminder that dance, at its core, is a living, breathing force that transcends generations. The maestro is gone, but his vision dances on.